All right, so please introduce yourselves.
I'm Kevin Edelman, and I am co-owner of Bickering Twins in Ithaca, New York.
I'm Corey Edelman. I'm the other owner of Bickering Twins.
So what inspired you to open a restaurant together?
Well, after we graduated college, we realized that we really didn't know how to cook, but it was something that was intriguing to us. So we started training. I had originally wanted to open like a live music venue, and Kevin thought maybe he would do the food and the cooking, but we both ended up being really interested in the hands-on aspect of cooking. During college, Kevin had traveled to Bolivia and had gotten really interested in Latin American culture and Latin American foods. And even though the food there is quite different than what we do today, that was the original influence. And we decided we wanted to do something entrepreneurial, so we held a pop-up dinner at some friend's restaurant, the Carriage House Cafe up in College Town, and we needed to pick a theme for that, and so I asked Kevin what he wanted to do, and he wanted to do Latin American foods. So that's kind of how we got our start, and we were doing Pan-Latin food, and then we kind of narrowed the scope down to be mostly Mexican food, but we still like to do food from all over Latin America.
That's great. That's awesome. And how long has your restaurant been open?
We're going on about 3 years. I think we had come a little past our second year anniversary when COVID started, so this third year has been mostly taken up during all of this, but we're at about 3 years now.
All right. Great. So as you know, Zynect released a statement saying that they wanted to help local businesses, and the Thermote would help with reducing food waste and saving energy costs. What motivated you to reach out to that giveaway?
One of my staff members that was doing social media forwarded me the post, and it caught my eye right away because, one, I just realized that it was like a charitable thing that they were doing, and it happened to be really, really relevant. We have had problems with food loss and keeping our refrigeration at temperature before, and so I responded and just to see what the response would be, and we were actually able to get the product easily and start using it, and we've had a lot of success with it.
Yeah, and did you receive the Thermote early on in the pandemic?
Yeah, we received the Thermote a few months into the pandemic.
So since receiving the Thermote, how exactly has it helped your business? Has it saved your food or sent you any alerts?
The Thermote has saved our food before. We were having a problem with our walk-in refrigerator, which is where we had it. We were having a problem with the compressor, so there was a 2-week period where it was constantly going down, and it was extremely helpful to have the Thermote, and it really did make us just feel calmer. In the past, when we closed up shop, sometimes we would come in the morning to realize that something had gone down. So it was really comforting knowing that when we were done with our work day, that we would be notified if there was anything wrong, and we could come in and fix it before it became a disaster.
Did you ever receive an alert when you were not here at the restaurant?
Yes, many times. At multiple, we were having trouble getting a permanent repair over a few months. The company doing the work was having trouble identifying it, so we would get something fixed, but it wouldn't be a permanent fix, and it would go down. So without something like that, we wouldn't have known until the problem was larger. So we were able to sort of keep track of the issue, and finally also come to understand when it was fixed, because we would receive intermittently these warnings. Sometimes it would be permanently down, sometimes it would just be a fluctuation, and so the sensor was able to show us both of those things. I could be at home and see that it went warmer and then that it went back down. I could stay at home, or I could see that it was staying and rising, and then I would know I would need to call the company, so it was very helpful.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I'm sure all the food in your cooler is very expensive, and that would have been a huge loss if you would have lost it all.
Yes, definitely.
What do you think is important for other people to know either about the product or the company?
Sure, yeah. I think that this product really can save other restaurant owners from a lot of stress. I would actually name like equipment malfunction one of the top stresses that we were having when we first opened. There was another restaurant here before us, so we came adopting equipment that we weren't familiar with and that had some problems, and it was something that would, keep us having to come back here in the middle of the night, or I would walk home and walk back at 3 a.m. to check. So that's a huge difference in lifestyle, and it protects our biggest asset, if you will, which is our food. And so I think I wouldn't want to run a restaurant without a product like this to help manage and protect our food.
Yeah, I'll add something too. I'm not too familiar. We did a little bit of research for other products. I'm not fully aware of what's out there, but we did try another product before we even heard of Zynect that we never even got it up and running because we had issues even getting it set up. So there was an employee that helped me get it set up when we started, and it was working. They didn't leave until it was up and running, and then it was working ever since. So that was really important too.
I just wanted to add, go give Bickering Twins a big follow, support this local business. It was great to interview you, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you.